guys, sending nothing but love and peace out to you. You know, with everything going on, I hope you're maintaining and I hope you're really just thriving in life right now. You know, one of the things that I wanted to do this video for is because me as a person, I'm really growing on a very spiritual level, you know, mentally, also, you know, physically, you know, and every aspect. You know, I really try to grow and thrive. And you know, I love to learn new things that really elevate my situation because I see it. You know, when I see the results, you know, it's just amazing. You know what I mean? And the fact that, you know, I'm really going out there and just really trying to absorb and take heed of all the information that, you know, we have an abundance of information. And I'm always so happy and grateful that we have infinite knowledge at our fingertips, even. You feel me? Or even reading books, you know, everything you need to know is literally only a few clicks away, right? So within my journey, I have really started to go into different aspects. And one thing that I am gonna start doing, and I just started to do yesterday, I have been thinking about it for months now. You know, I really just kind of been really diving deep into locks. And by locks, I mean dreadlocks and stuff like that, like the spiritual significance they have. You know, I've been really diving deep into basically the reason for them and how and why they may deepen my spirituality and maintain my wisdom and energy. You know, one story that really caught my eye is the story of Samson. Now, Samson was strong, he was wise, you know, he was all these things. But if you believe in the Bible or not, or the story, when they cut off his dreadlocks, he lost it all. He lost the strength, he lost all this stuff, you know, he really came down to, you know what I mean? From being up here to coming down here, right? And the more I look into dreadlocks and the more I see people who have regular hairstyles like me, the more I see not so much art in what this is. You see what I'm saying? Because I can curl it, you know, I'm really good at doing my own hair, or doing hair in general, right? Like I can curl it and do all this stuff, but the significance of it just looks sexy, to be honest. You know what I mean? And I'm not really one to thrive to be sexy. Like I really don't like me myself. I really don't like people checking out my figure. You know, especially men. I don't like being compacted or sized just into my size. You know what I mean? And so when I really think about it, you know, when we curl our hair, when we have it down, my mom used to say that hair that's loose, that's not tied or whatever, it's supposed to be sexy hair. You know what I mean? So it's like stuff like that. I just really kind of questioned it, you know. And I know back in the day, you know, my people, my brown people used to always braid their hair. You know what I mean? They were always braiding their hair. The original people, the Asiatic people, you know, a lot of them had dreadlocks, and it signified where you were in life. Like if you were wealthy, if you were like, if you look at the ancient rulers, ancient pharaohs, goddesses, you know, what have you, kings and queens, a lot of them had dreadlocks and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? You know, and for me, I become more in tune with the thought. I want to, not the thought, but the reason for wrapping your hair also. You know, so I'm really diving deep into things like that. You know, I really want to change up my wardrobe. If you notice, I'm wearing a flannel. You know, I really like that, you know, my people's style, not even a style, but my people's culture of dickies and, you know, flannels and stuff like that. You know, I really love and embrace all of that. You know, I am incorporating it in my wardrobe change, if you will. Because, you know, of course, I used to bartend, and it's like you got to kind of wear clothes that kind of just exaggerate your features. You know, you're really trying to make money and stuff like that. You know, I would never go all naked. No, I refuse to like work in Hooters and stuff like that, or whatever you know, or like strip clubs. I never like bartend there, even at the bar I would wear dickies and like a muscle shirt, but you know what I mean. But I'm really trying. So I had a lot of shorts, and I did have a lot of like tube tops and stuff like that. So I'm really trying to convert my wardrobe into um into clothes that really doesn't personify or doesn't really show up my figure, right? That's why you see me in like a little flannel right now. But what ties into that is like our hair, because like for men, if you ever realize, like, it's sexy to have our hair down, and so like I do wrap it when I go out. I try to wrap it when I go out as much as I can. I have to get more head wraps because I really just have scarves right now. So I really wanted to make this video because this is really raw. This is really coming to you new. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but I'm finding like, what am I waiting for? And so I was gonna actually start my loc journey, my dreadlock. I want to do freeform because freeform is the most natural. I don't want to use any kind of like manipulation. Maybe in the beginning when it starts to actually dread, right, starts to lock up, I will separate it how I want it. But I don't want to like get artificial dreads, if you know what I mean. No, I want my locks to carry my energy, lock how Mother Nature wants to lock it, and just kind of do its thing, and I have really long hair, so I know it'll shrink, so I'm pretty excited. I wanted to do this last week. I was ready last week. I watched so many YouTube videos on, how to, different ways to do it and like how you should start, things to think about and stuff like that, which I definitely I definitely encourage you to do if you do ever decide. Definitely look into why, unless you want to do it for style, which is always your choice. But I'm super excited. I decided to start yesterday because one thing I've been starting to become more in tune with is the moon as well, and manifesting with the moon. And I had the idea, I was like, you know what? The new moon is actually going to be on the 21st of June. So you know what? I think I'll wait for the new moon, And it just so happened to be yesterday, which was the 21st of June, 2020, and which also happened to be a solar eclipse, right? And was also Father's Day, you know what I mean? So I thought that was pretty amazing, to be honest, Everything kind of like fell and aligned on that day, and it was more of my inner self telling me to do that thing. So it was like, it kind of fell kind of into place perfectly. So I started yesterday, so of course when you start, you just don't comb your hair. You just really just don't comb your hair, right? So I haven't combed my hair, and if you notice, there's not much to it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still like, my hair is still really straight, and that it's gonna take months for this to really happen. But from what I understand, it's gonna start to lock under here, and as it goes, like, it'll go to the rest, you know what I mean? But because my hair is so thin, and straight, it will take a lot longer. But I really want to embrace that journey, I watched a lot of people, and the people that do free form locks, they're so spiritual. Like, if you want to look at other people, like, you definitely can. Like, there's something about them that's different, and on my journey, I really want to dive into that, and from what I understand, the journey, that's why they call it the journey, right? The journey is the best part, because it's like, because you go through what they call a stage of where you don't really like the way your hair looks. It's still dreading, it's still locking, and it's kind of like all over the place and stuff like that, so it's like, from what I understand, it does humble you. And if you can go through this journey and get to the end result and continue to grow it out and stuff like that, it's pretty amazing, and like, I gotten tired of my hair. I've never dyed it, my hair's been growing. I cut it when I was 11 up to here, so this is literally 11 years of growth right here. So I wanted to do something different. I don't want to dye it. I was thinking of braiding it, like getting a whole bunch of braids, but my scalp is very delicate, so I don't think that would work out very well. And so I had heard about dreadlocks before, so the more I looked into it, the more I found freeform locks, you know, and the more I started researching like the spirituality of it, what it can uphold, and just all that good stuff, right? And because I like to cover my hair, it really doesn't make any kind of difference to me. Ain't nobody gonna see my hair anyway, for the most part, right? You know, so this is really just a journey I'm gonna embark on, and I wanted to kind of share it so in the future we can all look back on this and, you know, definitely take it for what it is and just kind of reflect and see how far we come, you know. So if you do follow me, thank you for going on this journey with me. You know, if you do like my content, my videos, please like the video, subscribe it, maybe share it, comment below, you know, if you have any advice, tips, let's have a little conversation, you know. Definitely tell me what you think, or if you have any kind of ideas for my journey, or if you've gone through it, let me know your experience and how you got through it, so maybe some tips so we can all know, you know. Always, it's nothing but love, light, and positivity to you.